Hi everyone, this is Sheila Peters, and welcome to the next installment of the Stretch Body Awareness class. We're going to start today in a wide position, and I want you to think about the yin energies coming up from the earth and the yang energies coming down from the universe. So we're going to reach way up high with a little twist in our body, and we're going to grab some of that yang energy and bring it down towards our shoulder, bringing it across our body to the hip. Bend the knee, slide the hands down, and allow that energy to move through the body. Heads are down, shake that head out. Now we're going to grab some of the yin energy from earth. Bring it up, draw it up through our leg here, bringing it up, nourishing from the earth across to our hip, across to our shoulder, and reach. Let's take that again. Deep breath in. Pulling the yang energy in and down. As you exhale, allowing it to come across the body, down the knee, drop the head down, let the head go, shake the shoulders out a little bit. Again, grab the yin energy, bring it back up through the body, up through the leg, through the hip, nourishing the body, shoulder, reach, and up. Third time. See if you can reach farther out as you reach and breathe in. And pull that energy down across the body into the hip, bend the knee, drop and hang. Shake everything out a little bit. Last time for the yin energy. Grab the yin energy, bring it up from the earth along the body, up through the foot, the knee, the hip, up, reach and out. Good. Just check for a second, see how you feel on that diagonal that we just worked with, and let's take it to the other side. You might feel like there's more length on that diagonal. Reaching to the other side, here we go. Breathe in that yang energy, bringing it to the shoulder, coming across the opposite hip, bend the knee, drag down through the body, head is dropped, shake that head out. Grab the yin energy from the earth, bring it into your foot, up along the body, trying to nourish this side, this diagonal of our body, and reach. Again, inhale. Grab a hold of that yang energy, bringing it in, imagining it in your mind. Bend the knee, drop the head down, and let everything go. Shoulders loose, elbows loose. Take a deep breath in as you grab that yin energy, bringing it up through the body and reaching across and out. Last time, reach, pull it in, bring it in, cross the body, bend the knee, drop the head down, let everything go, shaking everything, shoulders, elbows, just letting that head hang. You can get a stretch just in this position. Again, grabbing the yin energy, pulling it into the foot, to all of the joints here, reaching up, across, and out. Good. Take a moment to take a nice deep breath in. Notice how you've got that nice X that's happening there. You feel like you did this diagonal across both sides of the body. From here, we're going to take an energy medicine exercise, and this is going to help you with your immune system. So we're going to be tapping our cheeks here. Some of you have done this with me before. This is called the four thumps. It comes from my training with Donna Eden. So we're tapping our cheeks, which hits into our stomach meridian. Then we're going to our kidney 27, which is from this notch here, up over on the collarbone and just straight down. It's very close in. There's little notches there. So this is your kidney 27 point. If you have your kidney meridian moving in the direction it should be, then all the rest of the meridians will follow, which helps to give you some added immunity support. From here, we're going to just take the palms of our hands and put them on our K27s. Breathing in and then flip. And then make the palms towards those K27s again. Actually, it's your fingertips there. We're going to flip once more so the back of the hands are going on to the K27s. And then we're going to go back to your palms. So if you're doing this outside of class, these four thumbs, which you certainly can, and I do encourage you to, you always start and begin with the palms towards you. Then we're going to be thumping our thymus, which has a great deal to do with our immune system. Doing that throughout the day also helps to strengthen your immune system. And then we're going to go underneath our bosom, and then out to the sides, getting into our spleen, 21 points, another meridian that helps boost our immunity system and keep it strong. Many of us are having a little bit of difficulty staying focused. You may find yourself starting a task at home and then not finishing it and coming back a little bit later and going, oh yeah. Part of that is because we're a little confused. We're dealing with so much anxiety and stress. So what I'd like us to do is just take our hand from one shoulder and draw it down to the other hip. Notice this is another X. And we're going to do that a couple more times. I'm having you do all of this so that you set yourself up to be able to do the stretch part with the most efficiency and have it go really deeply into you. Okay, from here, we're going to take our feet a little bit closer together. We're going to bend our knees so we bring our hands up along our thighs. Inhale. Flex the hands. We've got knees bent. And from here, exhale and reach up, way up high. Now we're going to kind of do like a monster walk here. We're going to be pushing opposite foot and hand away. It's kind of like what we do on the floor, but we're doing it standing. So you're going to push the heel of the opposite hand away. And then let's come back. Inhale and push. So again, we're working on some X's, some diagonal stretches there. And let's come back again. Inhale. Exhale, reach. You already may feel some heat coming up because we're moving in ways that we don't ordinarily do. Okay, last set. Inhale and exhale and push. Good. Excellent. And then we're going to just let our arms swing. I'm turning sideways so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just swinging back and front, letting my knees bend. And bend. And up. And bend. And up. Now we're going to let our bodies come down with an arch through the lower back, knees bend, and we're going to take that swing so it's a little bigger but a little slower. Head goes down, tuck it under, arms go behind. Bring the arms up, arching up through the body a little bit. We're going very slow. Inhale. Exhale. Arch through, stick the butt out, drop arms down, curve the head in, try to bring the chin to the chest, arms behind, reach the arms out. Again, going back into that arc, lifting up. One more time, inhale, exhale, sticking the butt out, arching through the back, head stays up, folding over, dropping head down. Now the chin goes to the chest, you get a curve, arms go behind, reach the arms forward, lift, arch, and come upright. Good. And just shake out for a moment. Taking, again, our feet in about a hip's width apart, or whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to bring this arm up over our head, and we're going to bend our knees and slide our body to the side with this hand coming down along the leg. So this hand is up, like somebody could be grabbing the wrist straight up. So from here, we're going to take a deep breath in. As we exhale, straighten the legs and see if you can maintain the bottom hand in the position it was. So we're getting a nice side body stretch. Again, bend the knees, inhale, and exhale, reach, straightening the legs. Nice side body stretch. If you feel a little lightheaded, make sure you stop. Bend the knees, inhale. Last time, let's make a noise. Exhale. Now we're going to pretend that your friend has grabbed that hand, lifting you up, and you're going to switch to the other side. So this arm comes up. You may feel like you're a little lopsided. This hand is coming down the side. Deep breath in as you bend the knees. And exhale, feeling the hand go down along the knees there. This arm remains straight up. Try not to let it angle off. It's straight up there. Head is dropped to the side. Deep breath in. As you exhale, try to straighten the legs without the bottom hand moving very much. So again, it's another deep side stretch. Again, bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale. Reaching, straighten the legs. Last time, inhale. And with a noise, exhale. And now allow the hand to be pulled up so your whole body comes up. Excellent. So you may feel a lot of opening up through here. We're going to take a little bit of work on our feet so we get some motion going through the feet. I hope you can all see me. I'm gonna turn this side so you can see what I'm doing with my feet. So I'm gonna press through the ball of my foot there, and then press down, and then walk back. So I'm getting a little stretch through the Achilles back there. Foot down, press through. So we're getting a little action of the heel going up into the calf muscle, stretching out the foot, coming back down and flex through. One more time. Down, bend, heel comes up into the calf. Press down and lean back so you get a flex position. Good. Shake that foot out. Give yourself a moment to see how things are different on one side than to the other. Here we go to the other side. We've got a press through with heel going forward, feeling a stretch in the arch. And then heel down, flexing the foot to feel the stretch in the Achilles. As always, folks, you know, as you do this, that if something doesn't feel right, you stop and adjust it. If you feel like you're starting to get a little bit of a cramp in the foot, stop, massage it, and then get back to it. You're the expert about what works for you and what does not work for you. Pressing through. And now we're coming down and we're flexing. Good. Shake that out. So we're starting to sort of open up our body in different pieces, and then we'll get to the point where it feels like the whole body is stretched out. I want you to rotate out. We're rotating out at your hips, so your feet reflect the rotation in the hips. We're going to do the same exercise we just did. So we're pushing through, but we've got a little bit different angle in this, and it also starts to involve our hip here. And press down. Now we're going to rock back, which means we're going to be leaning over to the side that we're not working on, hopefully not falling there. And then press down and push through. So you're really trying to open up the ankle and down, which will reflect through the hips. So you notice I've got a little tilt there. Good. One more time. And press through. Make sure you're breathing through all of this. And come down and flex through. You may notice that you're able to tilt a little bit more than you did the first time, and I can certainly hold my balance better than the first time. And come back up. Good, let's take it to the other side. Pressing through that heel, and you may notice that one side feels different than the other. Foot down and flex. Here we go in that little tilt to the other side. The first time will feel kind of alien. And then come down, press through. Good. And foot down, and the tilt. We are breathing. And here we go. Last time, press through. Foot down, and tilt. And see if you can hold that tilt for a little bit longer. Good. Just getting our bodies to do a couple of things that they aren't used to doing. Okay. Let's take a little wider position here. And we're going to take a twist and then a turn under. So we're going to lift our arms up. We're going to bring this arm towards the other arm. We're going to grab the back hand around the wrist there, and you're going to twist and come through. Knees are going to bend. So we've got a nice stretch there. Through the side body once again. Deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to straighten and pull with that arm. This can be quite intense. Do what works for you. Again, bend to ease off. Inhale. Exhale. Reach. So you're getting a long, long line. Once knees, and bring the arms out to the side. Crossing this arm over. Grabbing with the back hand below the wrist there. Twisting and bending the knees. So you're opening up to let your head come through. Inhale. From here, exhale. Reach. Feel that arm being pulled by the arm that's clasping. Feel that side stretch. Try not to twist that way. You want a full side stretch there. Bend, inhale, easing off. Exhale, stretch, reach, reach, reach. Each time you get a little farther over. One more time. Bend, inhale. Exhale, reach. Long, long line. Good. Bend, curve, reach the arms up. Let's just swing one arm. So we're going to swing this arm around and let your body twist. Circle, and circle, and circle. Other side. And bend, circle, bend, circle, bend, circle. One more time. bend, circle. Good. Let's take our hands, keep them out there. Your shoulders might be getting tired. You're making some circles with your wrists there. Breathe. Again, the whole focus of these classes is to release anything that's blocked. Then reverse the hands that are going in the opposite direction. When you have blocks released, you may find that you get a burst of heat. You may yawn. You may feel shivers. You may need to stop for a moment. That's okay. And then allow the arms to come down. Excellent. So let's work on the shoulders a little bit. I'm going to turn to the diagonal so that you can see what I'm doing. Follow along. I'm going to just have you press the shoulder forward as you bend the knees. Lift the shoulder up. Bend. Let the shoulder go behind and down. And you notice that I'm allowing my body to follow the lead of the shoulder. Lift, back, and down. Let's take that again. Shoulder comes forward, lift. So other parts of your body are getting worked, even though we're focusing on the shoulder. I've lost count, but we're going to do this one more time on the side. Forward, lift up, come back, let the shoulder come behind as you twist, and down, and come up right. Switch to the other side. You may feel that that shoulder is released and gone down a little bit. So we have the shoulder going forward, lift it up, twist the body, bending the knees, and drop it down. Each time you do this, you're going to find that the shoulder may have a bigger range of motion, so that it makes a bigger circle as you go around, and you are breathing, obviously. Push through, lift it up, bend, and come behind. Last time. Really push it through. Allow the body to do what it wants to accommodate this. Lift, and coming to the back, and down. Excellent. Dropping the head down towards the chest. And we're going to tilt our chin over to our right shoulders here. So we still have the chin going down towards the chest, but it's tilted. And then we're going to go back down to the center and go to the opposite direction. And just really breathe through this. When we have the kind of thing that we're all going through here, we tend to tighten up everywhere, but particularly in our necks and our shoulder area. So this helps to, as we move to the other side, really release some of the tension in the back of the neck there. And we're going to take it one more time to each side. You may find that you hear some little crunchy noises or clunking noises. That means that things are opening up and releasing. Good. And then chin comes to the chest and let the head come upright. Excellent. We're going to now twist the head to the side, trying to keep this shoulder down. And with our head to this side, we're going to take a deep breath in as we lift the shoulder up. Inhale. As we exhale, press the shoulder down, keeping the head to the side. You'll notice you'll get some stretching out in the neck area. Again, inhale. And exhale. Repeat. Inhale. And exhale, dropping that shoulder down. Now very gently bring the head to the front. You may already feel that the side that we just dropped the shoulder of feels different than the side that we're about to do. So continuing the head over to the side. Let's just take a stabilizing breath here with the head to the side. If you want to bend your knees because your legs feel like they're getting too tightened, that's fine. Deep breath in here. And let the head go to the side. Let's begin with the shoulder. Inhale, lifting that shoulder up. Inhale. And exhale, pressing that shoulder down. Good. And again, inhale, lifting the shoulder up. Exhale, dropping the shoulder down. Last time. Inhale, shoulder comes up. And exhale, letting it come down. Dropping that shoulder down, feeling the head twisting more to the side as the shoulder goes down. And then gently let the head come to the front. And you're going to find that now your shoulders feel more equal. Let's go back to working with the head. This time, let's keep our knees bent so that we don't hyperextend through our legs. So we're going to drop our heads down. And I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to start to roll down through the spine, keeping the waist upright. So it's an above the waist position. It's like somebody's holding you here and you can't go farther. This is going to start to activate your upper spine. And then we're going to come back up again with the head coming up. Let's take that with some bending and straighten the legs. So from here, inhale, exhale, roll that head down, roll down above the waist, and then roll up as you straighten. And feel like you're really moving through each vertebra. Let's take that again. Deep breath in. Draw the head down. Exhale, curve through the upper part of the body. Maybe you feel like you're opening up a little bit more in that spine. And coming back up, rolling through that spine, coming to an upright position. Let's take that last time. Deep breath in. Exhale, shin goes to the chest, bend the knees, rolling down. Your shoulders can come forward if you need them to. You're, again, not involving anything below your waist. Maybe you can get a little farther over. And then rolling up and come to an upright position. Okay, we're going to take that to the side. And we're going to actually put our hands on our waist so we feel like we're protecting ourselves here. And we're going to do the same kind of thing, but going to the side. So from here, deep breath in. Our head goes over to the side as we bend our knees, and we're trying to open up our upper torso. Now, because we've done some diagonal stretches, this may feel easier than just the spinal flexion forward. And then we're going to come up and come up through. Head's the last thing that comes up, right? Just take that again. Deep breath in. Exhale, curve the head, bend the knees, going to the side. See if you can get a little farther over. Again, we're trying not to involve our side body below our waist. And straighten. And you notice your head is the last thing that comes up, so it's an undulation. Last time, deep breath in. And exhale as you come over. Letting the body really tilt there. Good. And come upright and roll up. Gently unwind, switch to the other side. This first time, be careful because we've opened up the side. Now we're asking it to contract. We've contracted this side. We want to open it up. So here we go. Deep breath in. As we exhale, we tilt the head, we bend the knees, and we let the upper body go to the side, not involving the side body below where the hands are at your waist. And then coming up, rolling back up, head's the last thing, and upright. Breath in. Exhale, curve. Tilt, bend. You may find this second time you get a little farther over. You're able to get a little farther over. And straighten. Come upright and head. Once more. Deep breath in. Exhale, curve, tilt, drop down. See how far you can go without involving that whole lower side body. And then straighten and come up and come upright. Good. Just to loosen up, we're going to unwind those arms. We're going to take our feet in a wide position, and we're going to wrap. So you're swinging your hands and wrapping here. And you may find that you get some adjustments in your spine. Free chiropractic here. Just loosening up and relaxing. Good. Okay. I'm sorry if I just cut my head off, but hopefully you were able to understand what I was doing. We're going to work with our arms out to the side, and we're going to start to move our rib cage. And we're going to push the rib cage to the side without the hips moving. And it's like somebody grabbed that arm, reaching out. Good. Coming through center, and now your friend on the other side is reaching out and making your ribs go in the opposite direction. So let's take over and over and over and over. Let's do that 2 more times. And over, way, way out, and over, and over. Make sure you're breathing. And over. Okay, now we're going to move our chest forward and back. I'm turning sideways so you can see it. So again, I'm going to be putting my hands on my hips around my waist to make sure that I'm not involving my hips. And I'm going to bend my knees, and I'm going to push my chest forward. So the whole rib cage is going forward. Now here's the hard one, is trying to push that rib cage back, a place we don't normally function from. And then again, forward, just do the best you can. And back. and forward, and back, using your breath, and forward, and back. The back one is the hardest one to get at first. Okay, now we're going to go into the diagonals, in between the front and the side there. So again, knees bend, we're going to make our rib cage go to the diagonal, so it's an equal pull front and side. We're going to go on the track to the back diagonal, side and back, and then come back forward. At first, if you haven't been used to working with this rib cage area, this is going to feel very alien. But as you start to move it, you're going to find that you open up your ability to breathe more deeply. We tend to breathe very shallowly when we are in fear or anxiety, and we want to breathe fully. Okay, come back to center, we'll go to the other side. So we're going off to the front and side here, diagonal line there, and then back. And it's kind of an interesting exploration for everybody, even those of us that have been doing this for a long time. There are going to be certain places that feel less accessible to movement than others, making sure that we're still breathing deeply. Good. And one last time on that diagonal line. Forward and back on that diagonal line. Okay, good. Standing upright. Let's bend our knees and take our arms up. You may find that you're able to breathe more through here. We're going to breathe up, lift up, inhale. As we bend our knees, exhale. Again, inhale. Notice how deep your breath is. Exhale, and see if it feels like you get a little more expansion in that rib cage. Inhale. And exhale. Good. We're going to go into a wider position with our feet still straight forward, knees slightly bent. And we're going to hit each one of those positions that we hit with our rib cage. So we're going to do a circle going to the front. Carry it to the side, diagonal. And then all the way to the side, back diagonal, and all the way back to the back diagonal, side, front diagonal, and front. Let's take it once more in that direction. Diagonal, side, back diagonal. Good. All the way back. Back diagonal, side, front diagonal, and front. Good. Come up, shake it out. We're going to take it to the other direction, but I want to relieve any tension you might have gotten into the legs from doing that. You may find that this all feels more expanded, more alive. So let's take it the opposite direction, back to your wider position. Knees are bent. Rib cage goes to the front. We're going to the other front diagonal in the opposite direction. To the side, back diagonal, all the way back. Other back diagonal. To the side, front. Again, we're trying not to let our hips reflect too much of this. Of course, the spine is connected into the hips, into the pelvic region, so you'll find something happening in your relationship, but we're trying to really focus on that whole rib cage area. Good. Okay, and then just sort of wiggle it around, see how it feels. And let's start to get into the lower spine area. So I'm turning sideways so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to stick our butts out, bend the knees. Pretty wide parallel position here. And from here, we're going to roll up through the spine. We're doing our cat and cows with a standing position. So you're going to tuck the tailbone so it curves under as it rolls up that lower spine and causes your head to eventually drop chin to the chest. Feeling that nice stretch that's happening in the lower back. From here, starting with the pelvis, we're going to stick the butt out, and we are breathing, and then we're going to push through in the opposite direction. So we've got our cow position, our bellies are going down, our shoulders are arcing up, and our head comes up, so we've got a U shape. Again, starting from that lower spine, from the tailbone, from the hips, they roll under, and you slowly allow the head to come into place, feeling that long curve, that cat stretch. Keep breathing, pushing through the hips, coming into a nice arc. Shoulders are down. You can push with your hands here against your legs if you'd like to see if you can get a little bit more of a arc through that back. And then let's take that one more time. See if you can start from the hip area, from the tailbone, and let the rest of your body reflect, kind of like a whip-like action, where it starts from the hips, pushing through, and then goes through the rest of the spine. From here, let's drop down, trying to have our chest go down towards our thighs. And we've got a fold right here in the hips. Heads go down. Shake those heads no. Shake the heads yes. Shake the heads no. Shake the heads yes. From here, weight is forward onto the hands. If you can't get your hands on the floor, that's okay. You can put them on your legs, but you want to feel that fold. You're really sticking that butt out. From here, deep breath in as the head stays down. Exhale, trying to stretch the legs out a little bit so we're getting a little more stretch through the hamstrings there. Again, bend, stick the butt out, making sure that you're really holding this position from the hips. Inhale. Exhale, push up. Hips go up, heads go down. One more time, bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale, push the hips up, head goes down. And we're going to roll up through our spine by bending the knees. We already know how to put our tailbone under us. And we're going to roll up through the spine in this direction. And come to an upright position. Excellent. Good. So you notice we sort of have started working on our body with our heads down to our shoulders, mid rib area, and then into our lower back. And now we're going to get into our hips. So we're kind of stacking down through our body today. Let's take a wide position with our legs in a parallel position, knees bent. And we're going to just swing the hip to the side. You may feel a little stretch on the inside of the thigh there. Drop down and go to the other side. So we're making a U shape here, or as I would call it, a swing. And we're swinging down to the side and down. Good. Down to the side and down. Let's come to the neutral position right underneath you, and we're going to push the hips forward. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what's happening here. I'm going forward. My upper body is counterbalancing. And down and back, sticking the butt out. Swing forward, hips go forward. And down and back. 2 more times. Use your breath. Breathing through this whole thing. You need your breath. And 1 more time. Swing forward. And swing back. Now we're going to do the same thing that we did before on the diagonal line. So we again have this parallel position, and we're going to make our hips go to the diagonal. So equal front and side. Swing to that back track. So we're sticking it out back to the back diagonal. Forward. Use your breath. And back. And forward. And back. And forward. And back. Come to your neutral position and take it to the opposite direction. Remember that first time's going to feel a little tight. And back. And swing diagonal front. Upper body is counterbalancing what's happening to the lower body. Forward. Way out there. And back this last time. See how far forward you can get that hip on the diagonal line. And how far back. Good. Come upright. Shake it out. Let's go into the circles. So again, we're in our wide position, knees are bent. We're going to the front. Upper body counterbalances diagonal to the side. Now the in-between places to all of these positions that we've already hit is another opportunity as you go through them to stretch. So as I go to this front diagonal, I may feel more of an opening through the hip, and then front. Let's do that once more in this direction. You're still breathing over to the diagonal. To the side, what happens in between each position. Put your focus into what's happening in those in-between positions. To the back, and to the back diagonal. To the side, knees are bent. Front diagonal, and front. Good. Come up and shake it out. It's kind of amazing doing some of these micro motions, how much you really can open up and release in your body. I hope you're all feeling that. So let's go back into our wide position. We'll take those circles in the opposite direction. Knees are bent. Pressing forward. Going over to the diagonal front. And then over to the side. Going in a different direction, the back diagonal, back, gives you an opportunity to experience the in-between positions in a different way. You'll notice that you'll find more stretch in certain places that you thought you had stretched out already. So we're continuing the circle over to the side, to the back diagonal, back, to the back diagonal, to the side, to the front diagonal, and front. Good. And come up, shake it out. Okay, so we're going to do a little stretching through the lower leg. So I'm going to have you turn to the side. You've got your back foot straight in front of you, and this foot, and then this foot is going to go out to the back. And I want you to put your hands on your hips, and I want you to keep your shoulders on top of your hips. So we've got a bent knee position here. We're trying to keep that heel all the way to the floor. Maybe we don't have it there. We're going to push with the foot up, straightening the front leg. Push and bend and press the back heel down. So we're opening up the Achilles a little bit on the lower part of the leg. Again, we're coming upright, straight, and press down, pushing that heel out. Breathing in, inhale, lift, straighten. Exhale, press that heel down. And I want you to see if you can push that heel a little farther back. We're going to repeat it, so we're getting a little bit deeper stretch in the Achilles here. Shoulders are still back up over the hips, so we're lifting up, straight, inhale, keeping the hip forward, exhale, press that heel down. A little harder work this farther apart position. Inhale, and exhale, and press down. Good. One more time. Inhale. Coming up. Exhale and press. From here, we're going to fold over. Again, we're folding from the hips there. Drop the head down, trying to keep the back heel down on the floor. You may find you get a little more of a stretch. And now we're going to try and straighten this leg. Do what works for you. So from here, you get my arms out of the way. Deep breath in, head is dropped. Exhale, trying to straighten that front leg. Now you're feeling like you're pressing the hip up. If your leg doesn't get completely straight, that's a-okay. Head is down, shake it out. Inhale, bend the knee, coming forward so you feel the stretch in the back, Achilles there. Exhale, press the hip up of the front leg. Head is down, try to relax it. We all tend to want to lift our head up. Try to let that head drop down. Last time, bend the front knee. Keep the back heel on the floor so you feel the Achilles stretch. Dropping the head. Exhale, driving the front hip up to the ceiling, trying to feel a length in the back of the thigh there so you're stretching out the hamstring. This is a little more advanced, so you can choose not to do it. You can continue to do what we were doing with the bent knee position, but if you think you can, I want you to flex the front foot up, keeping the head down. Shoulders are relaxed. Elbows are slightly bent. Then put the foot down. Breathing in. Exhale. Flex that front foot up. Lengthening with the hip up to the ceiling and down the heel to the floor. And then let the foot come back down again. Let's take another deep breath. Reset that head. Inhale. Exhale. Flex that foot up. Foot down, bend the knee. Bring the back leg towards the front leg. You're in a parallel position. Hang, shake that head out. Tucking the tailbone under. You're going to roll again up through the spine, engaging the abdominals as you come upright. And let's turn, or I'm going to turn. You can use the other leg. So you have the opposite leg front and the opposite leg as you did before back. We're in that first position. Our hands are on our hips and our shoulders on top of our hips. We've got a bent front leg. You might need to inch that front foot forward a little bit more if it's not giving you much of a stretch back there. So from here, we're going to come up on the ball of the foot on the back leg and straighten the front leg. So here we go. We're lifting up. And then exhale, cross the front leg as you press the back heel down. Shoulders are right on top of the hips again. Reaching up. Inhale, And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale, pressing the heel down. We're going to scoot that leg farther back so that you now again have reached a place that is a stretch for you. It's a little bit of a challenge. Front knee is bent. Again, realign the shoulders on top of the hips. Heels down. Inhale, straighten front leg, come up to the ball of foot. Inhaling, exhaling, pressing down. Breathe in. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, stretch down. Heel goes into the floor. Last time. Lift up, inhaling, exhaling, and pressing down. Folding over from the hips. Drop the head down. Let the head be nice and loose there. From here, we're going to straighten this front leg. Deep breath in. As we exhale, push the hip up on that side. So you're getting a lengthen through the back of the thigh on the front leg. You will also feel a stretch in the Achilles in the back leg. Bend the knee, keeping the heel on the floor. Breathing in. Exhale, press that hip up, head is down. Let's shake that head out. Chin is to the chest, shoulders relaxed. And bend the knee in front. Exhale, press that hip up. Now again, you have a choice. You can either choose to follow this along with me or go back to what we were just doing with the knee bending. If you choose to increase the stretch, be gentle, be careful. Deep breath in, head is nice and loose. Exhale, flex that foot up. So you're feeling more of a stretch along the back of the thigh of the front leg. Breathing. And release the foot down. And again, flex up. And exhale down. Notice as you exhale, you can kind of let the body fall a little bit farther over that leg. Last time, inhale, flex. Doing your variation, whatever it is you're doing. And then exhale, foot comes down. Bend the knees, bring the back leg to the front leg, going into a deep squat. So you've got your knees really bent here and you're folding and sticking that butt out and drop the head down. Let that head shake no, shake yes, shake no, shake yes. Okay, from here, we're going to roll up through our spine, tucking the tailbone under, keeping our knees bent, rolling up through that spine, coming to an upright position, trying to go through that whole spine. Great. Okay. Again, you might find times where you feel a little lightheaded, releasing blockages, letting things go. We're going to do a couple of twists here. So we're going to go into a wide position here. We're going to let this foot open up, and we're going to take this hand, and we're going to bend the front leg as we push across. The other hand can wrap behind, and we've got an open foot here, and we've got a twist here. So shoulders are down. Let's take a deep breath in, exhale, and push. And again, deep breath in, exhale, and push. And on this last one, we're going to let our back hand come up. We're flexing, shoulders are down. Deep breath in, exhale, push both hands away from each other so you get a little more of a twist there. Coming upright on the knee that was bent, you're going to straighten. We're going to twist and come to the other side. So the foot that in the direction that we're going to is going to be going in a line of direction. The other foot is flat there. We're wrapping this hand around. We're going to take this hand. It comes through as you bend that front leg and reach. Trying to keep the body upright. We're not trying to lean forward. We're trying to twist by pushing that hand away. Back heel is pressing. Ease off a little bit. Deep breath in. Exhale, press and twist and see if you can get a little farther over. And ease off once more. On your last time, exhale, bring that back hand out, shoulders are down, pressing the hands away from each other, and really press and twist. Feel that nice press and twist. We're going to come back up again. We're going to repeat that one more time. So you're switching your feet and your hands. This hand is coming underneath, and we're going to reach and twist. So the second time, you may feel that you can get a little bit more of a twist. Remember, it's not so much we're trying to go forward, although you do go forward somewhat. You're trying to really twist through the spine. Front knee is bent. Deep breath in. Exhale and press. Third time. Inhale. Ease off. Exhale. Get the back hand working. Shoulders are down. Make those hands reach away from each other. This can be quite an awesome stretch here. And then coming up and over, we're switching to the other side, twisting the feet, hand wraps around. We've got this hand working. Deep breath in, reach. Trying to keep the body upright, feeling that twist. Ease off, inhale, exhale, and push. Third time, ease off, inhale, exhale, bring the back hand out, and push the hands away from each other. You might feel this in your shoulder blades a little bit. Okay, and coming up, let's bring our legs back in, shake out a little bit. One last thing before we go, I want us to work again on this upper body area so we can release more of the tension in our shoulders. And so we're going to just let our bodies be standing upright. And our arms are going to come forward. I'm going to be moving so you can see what I'm doing. My arms are coming forward to meet, and then my chest is kind of concaving here as I bring my hands around to the back, hook into the shoulder blades here, or some part, bony part. And we're going to take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, I want you to feel like you're pulling the hands this way so that you're opening up that upper back. Your head might want to drop as well. So you can really release through that upper back area, maybe shake that head out a little bit. And then we're going to come in the opposite direction. So we're going to reach the arms up, allow the back, upper back to come back to a more normal position. And then continue the hands so that they are moving behind you. So now you're going to be squeezing the shoulder blades together. Your chest comes forward, your head comes up. Your hands are going to come together. And on an inhalation here, and then exhalation, you're going to pull the hands away. So you can see that my shoulder blades are squeezing. We've done the opposite position. We've contracted the shoulder blade area, but we've opened up the front chest area, the heart chakra area, and the shoulders are down. So you're really feeling the opening that's happening there. Let's take that one more time. So we reach our arms out to the side. Notice how when you get to your arms to the side, the front chest and the back chest are more equal, and then we coming forward, so we're creating more of a concave in the front of the chest, and the back of the chest is starting to open up. We're going to grab, take a deep breath in. As we exhale, pull the hands with the upper back away from each other. Let the head drop so you can feel the upper part of your body opening up. Chin drops deeply so you can feel the neck starting to release too. Shoulders are down. We're not lifting them up, we're keeping them down. And then slowly unfolding, reaching the arms out, bringing the hands behind you. Your chest in front is opening up, and the shoulder blade area is squeezing, so you've got the opposite direction. Feel the arms really reach out. You may feel a stretch in the front of the forearm as well. Really feeling the shoulder blades squeezing, you're still breathing. And then release. Bring them to the center, to the side, so you can feel both front and back chest being nice and equal there. Excellent, good. Okay, hopefully you feel like you've let go of some of the tension in your body. We're going to just do one last thing to really drive some more energy through. So from here, we're going to breathe in and bend our knees. Breathing in, exhale, drop. Breathing in, arms up, exhale, drop. Again, breathe in, exhale, drop. Last time, breathe in, exhale, drop. Now we're going to do it one side together. So inhale and drop. Inhale and drop. Inhale and drop. Inhale and drop. Reaching up and down. Inhale, release. Inhale and drop. Once more. Inhale and up. Inhale and up. Okay. Thank you very much for joining me today. Each class is a little different depending on how my body feels, and hopefully it helps your body feel a little bit looser and you're able to deal with what we all are dealing with right now. All right, take care.